to episode 27 of the Fools on the Hill podcast, where we bring you the latest news and our expert opinion on the newest releases in the world of music. I am Cal. That was aggressive.
Yeah.
And I'm joined by Yanni and Liam. Hello.
Hello, Carlo.
Callum.
I don't like that we're in the
How are we?
27 club now. That doesn't seem...
Oh, bring it down a notch, why don't you?
Listen, it's always concern of mine.
Suicide Pact, everyone?
What a great way to start.
Suicide Squad.
We're better than that, Callum. Come on.
Are we though?
No.
How's everyone been?
No. I've been alright, thank you, mate.
Good.
How are you?
Hungry.
Hungry?
Hungry. For
Good job, Molly's offering to buy you a takeaway then, isn't it?
Mm.
it is. That was the breadwinner of the house. It's nice that she would treat me like that. Liam's house is
Hello.
Yes.
not progressing.
I was going to ask about this. No, it's been a few weeks since we've had an update, so
Okay. So the bathroom's almost done.
I've seen on Instagram. Looks lovely.
Yeah, it's getting there. Getting there.
You can have a nice flaunt in your shower when you're naked.
Exactly, yeah. Show
Have a
everyone.
nice grind against them
My
glass
butt.
panes.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Other than that, tomorrow, one of the rooms, our office room, is getting painted.
Mm-hmm.
At which point then it can kind of start to be used as its intention. In a couple of weeks, our kitchen will be delivered. So then we'll shortly after that have a kitchen. And
At which point,
I'm trimming a
you
hedge
can move
tomorrow.
out.
Trimming hedges.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be doing on your Saturday off.
Exactly. Nice in the sun. Really nice.
Trim in the verge.
But yeah, eventually I'll be out
Make
of...
sure you put some sun cream on, mate.
Oh, I will, don't worry.
Know what your skin gets like.
Oh, tell me about it. But eventually I will be out of Yanni's hair. I'm sure he's very glad to
He
hear.
just keeps on putting his hands through my hair.
It's so
Time
soft.
to get off. Just to rub my
Your
hair.
flat will feel massive when Liam and Lid go.
Yeah, I mentioned that yesterday to Mol. Because when was the day? They had someone round to do, what was it, like eyelashes or something.
Mhm.
And we moved the mattress out
Not
of
me.
the front room for the day, and it felt huge,
Huge.
Yeah.
absolutely gigantic. Your house is gonna feel tiny.
Yeah. How?
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Well, I'm very excited.
So
I found something I'm going to bring for the first barbecue, Liam.
Oh, wonderful. Is it a surprise? Can I
the
have to wait?
goat.
Well, if you want to know, I can tell you.
Go on then, tell us.
You hate
Live.
surprises.
Well, you know how when we were in Cologne, there's this one drink that.
Oh, bring it up,
I
why
know
don't
you're
you?
not-
Christ wasn't invited.
Well, sorry, but you can experience it now in where Liam's house is going to be.
Go on.
What did we drink a lot when we were in Cologne, Liam?
We drank Kolsch.
Yeah, and on worldbeers.com you can get a Kolsch keg
Oh, that sounds
for like 25 quid or something. So I'm going to bring that.
Oh, very nice. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
How many Kolschkeg?
Kolsch keg.
Hopefully it won't be too long until we can have a Kolsch keg.
That's what we want. Do you know what else I want?
Go on.
Some album announcements.
Well,
Ooh,
what's the fucking story?
that was so violent.
You're back in the room. Spector an album has been announced now or whenever.
No, when's it? But do we not know when it's been announced?
Now, whenever,
Oh, so it could be out now.
or whenever.
Oh, right.
To be released on October the 1st, but
That's great.
whenever, innit?
Yeah.
Chiverches have also announced an album. Screen Violence. Screen it now. Lots of fisticuffs.
Yes. Basically, it's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Is it the
Yeah.
other way around? Crouching.
And I'm going to read this directly as it's put on Notion. Out October 27th.
October 27th.
I've not personally come across that month ever before, but I can't wait to experience a new month.
It's a new one. It's post-COVID. There are the new months
In 23 years, but
to make up for
first time in my life I'm seeing a new month.
to make up for the lost months. They make a new month up. both of these, we have a song from both of these coming up.
Oh, that was mine.
Do we? Maybe, I don't know.
We do. We
Uh,
do.
I don't know. Yeah. But we're excited for either of these.
No.
Yanni?
My MacBook's just decided to turn itself off.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I was going to say Yanni has frozen.
you're
I
frozen.
can still hear him.
Can you? So you can't hear Callum at this point, Yanni? No. We just need to wing it. We're just winging this. But
Okay, brilliant.
so Yanni, are you excited for these albums?
I'd just like to say, sorry,
am.
Oh, sorry,
Callum's
Callum's talking. Come on.
Is Yanni still recording?
Yanni should still be recording. Is that right, Yanni?
I am still recording.
Yanni is still
That is
recording.
fine. We can do this. We can
We
get
can make
through it.
So Yanni, are you excited about these albums?
No.
Okay, that's great. I don't know what's next. Callum, please tell us what's next, and I'll tell Yanni.
Well, if it's hot off the press, I can't even be
It is,
asked.
yeah. Well, it's hot off the press. Callum! Is it hot?
Every time that still makes me giggle.
Oh, it's because you're soft, aren't you? You're a soft
A
lad.
little bit.
Callum, tell us, is it hot? Yanni's laptop's hot, apparently. Oh, because it's dead. But are you hot?
I don't. I'm always hot, mate. Hot stuff like Donna Summer.
That's it, baby.
I don't really know why you've come to me as if it's my album because we're doing it differently this week, aren't we,
But
Liam?
you are in charge. You are the oldest, and
Bicing
so you
things up a
start.
bit.
I'm not the oldest.
But what's the situation, Carl? Please tell us.
You should say, I'm not Callum. You should say that. You should say we're having somewhat of a little test today.
Oh.
Or a bit of a change.
Changes.
Frankly, I'm a bit sick and tired that I'm becoming quite delusional.
Yanni, tell me about your damaged goods.
I feel
People-
like damaged goods.
Let's
I
dance.
feel like damaged goods.
It's a lost cause, this, isn't it? No one's going to
No,
know.
yeah.
I know. Anyway,
Galena.
so we've decided that there wasn't enough for us to cover things individually.
No.
So we're just going to talk
Mainly because Easy Life have released an album,
about... I wasn't going to mention that.
Yeah, we're just ignoring.
which I
it.
refuse to listen to for my sanity.
Yes. So
Yes.
there is one album, kind of,
Yes.
that's been... Yarsh! Which has been released. And that is what we'll talk about first. It's Bully Sports Team. It's called Plant Test, and it's multiple demos, some live takes, some unreleased juicy musics,
Juices.
and I think it's pretty decent.
It is very decent. I think it's important to say this is a vinyl only release.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this and you don't know what this is, sorry, skip forward.
No, it's not
approximately
sorry,
5
it's
minutes
sports
if you
team.
Yeah, it's sports team, mate. You're gonna
want. I was like Woody the Woodpecker
Yeah,
then.
it was. Very good.
Yeah, I think it's quite an interesting album. I'm not really a massive fan of demos personally, but I always find it quite interesting to see where songs started from and what they've molded into on
yes.
Deep Down Happy. Personally, I think side A is better. I think they seem to be more like actual songs.
Yep.
Rather than on side B, a lot of things are like phone recordings, which, I mean, they're still interesting to listen to, but correct me if I'm wrong, is side 2 kind of all songs we've already heard?
Yes, I believe that's true.
Yeah. Whereas side A has got apparently some teasers from the forthcoming second LP. But yeah, no, I mean, it's very sports team. I don't think
Yes.
it feels too different, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. I like it quite a bit. Next.
Very fair words, Carl.
Fair.
Very fair.
Thank you, mate.
They're
Fair's fair.
Yeah, I agree with you. These are sports team songs. Yanni.
Yeah.
Nail it. You fucking nail it.
No, I think it's nice that we get like a documentation almost of like early versions of these songs, especially like the original version of Here It Comes Again, which is just called Sleeping Every Night. When we saw them for the first time, Yanni, it was called Sleeping Every Night.
Oh.
Because I have a set list from that night, and it was going down Sleeping Every Night.
Oh,
So
bloody hell.
I know, I know. Oh, got cramp.
He is one of the Cramp twins, as we speak.
Give me a second.
While he's doing that, I just fucking ate the microphone. I liked, or I found quite interesting how similar the tones were and everything were on the song Happy. And I very much enjoy the guitar tones. I've realised that they make very nice sounding guitar sounds. And it was also good to see the progression on like Sleeping Every Night. Like there's some parts where in the actual song, like it stops for a bit and then picks back up, and all of that's missing from a demo for obvious reasons. But it's just good to see the changes and makes you realise what makes things better, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Yes, it does.
Liam.
Thank you. My cramp is gone. But I'm here. I particularly liked Give It a Day on there. I really wish. I would love to see a real proper version of that one of these days, right now. I also another standout was Beverly Rose live at Moth Club because of the backing vocals. Really good. Very loud shouting. Sounds like it'd be. Well, again, I'm sure I've seen it live at some point. I just don't remember it, but it's good version of that song. I think for the most part, as you said, it's quite a lot of songs we already know in different manners. Interesting to see the development. Elvis 54, which was the Going Soft original. That's quite interesting as well. But yeah, the two kind of new songs from there. Well, you've got Jane, which actually says it's from the second LP. And then there's Plastic Plastic, which I haven't got the notes in front of me. I'm not sure where that came from.
Propagation Studios in Devon.
What's the date on it?
March 2020.
Right. So potentially that could be on the second album, and they've just not decided yet, or something. I don't know. Or maybe it's an outtake from their second album, which they've released on here. But they both sound pretty good, very sports team. But new music, which is nice. You know how it is.
That's
how it is.
That's been that. Now, believe it or not, Idols have managed to pull out of their arse a good cover. It is actually possible.
Apparently so.
Who would have thunk it?
Not me.
They're not damaged goods.
Oh, they are.
Thank you very much.
For this
yeah, Idols covered Gang of Four song Damaged Good.
All right.
And this is for a compilation of something, I believe.
Yeah, covers of Gang of Four songs.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a memorial album, isn't it?
Isn't it for someone in particular from that?
Yeah, is it Andy Gill? Sorry, I might be wrong.
That sounds familiar, yeah.
I think it's recently passed or not long ago or something, so that's why they're kind of doing it. I'm not actually sure. Yanni, you look.
I'm gonna look.
As
I'm looking, I'm just gonna.
But this cover, it's a very good cover. If you listen to the original, it's pretty faithful, but is definitely sounds like Idols. It sounds like it would be a good Idols song.
Yeah.
I think. And generally just a pretty decent song. The original is, I say, the cover's faithful. It is quite different, and is also a good song. To be fair, I've never really listened to Gang before. But yeah, this particular cover is pretty good. It works well. It's better than any cover they've done before, especially that Sharon Van Etten one. So it was just not very good.
Yeah, this is the most I've enjoyed an Idols track since Grounds.
Ooh.
Which isn't great when it's not their tune.
That's a good point.
Yeah, A Celebration of Andy Hill and the Gang of Four is a double album of tracks written by Andy Hill and the Gang of Four, all newly reinterpreted and recorded by artists who own unique contributions to music were enriched by. No, I've just read that incredibly weirdly. Don't listen to me. It's a covers album.
Covers album coming out.
So yeah. In total, slightly damaged goods. Not completely damaged.
Fixable.
Anika. change. She had enough of her finger pies, and she thought she'd have a bit of a change, didn't she? I thought this was a very meh in comparison.
Yeah.
I didn't really enjoy this.
I completely agree with you, mate. I thought Finger Pies was quite interesting, and I enjoyed that song quite a lot. I listened to it again this morning, and still really liked it. But this was just very, very boring.
Unfortunately, so.
IMO.
Liam is listening to it as we speak.
Just reminding myself.
Oh,
I have heard
God, he's
it.
bought a house, don't you know?
Come on. You only both mention it every week. More so than I do. I thought it was pretty boring.
Yeah.
Got an interesting voice. It's kind of not weird, but doesn't sound very
Not
normal.
very typical, is it?
Yeah, it's not very typical. It's atypical.
Be typical.
Oh,
To just bring it back to the podcast.
Baby.
Yeah, so I need to change it up
So,
even more than you've just done.
You need to change
Yeah.
a little. Am I right? Am I right?
And
Thank you so much.
the previously mentioned Spector, as we alluded to previously, covering a song, Catch You on the Way Back In. My notes on this, I thought this sounded like it could have been a very bad vaccines song.
Yeah.
So
Literally just pure vaccines. Yeah. Yeah.
We're that good, aren't
His
we?
voice is so similar
Yeah.
to Justin Young. But yeah, I agree.
Thanks, Liam.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Yanni.
Liam.
Thank you, Callum. as
Cal,
well.
are you it?
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you.
Cal.
I-
I'll take your word.
Over
I'm
to you.
here. I am here. I used to quite like Spectre back in the day, but this is very boring. I didn't get the vaccines comparison, but now you've said it, I get it. It's just boring, and it's just another one of them indie guitar bands doing nothing interesting.
Doing
I'm afraid.
synth pop songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I remember when we were in Pristine High, Cal, that you listened to Spectre, or you.
Yeah, I went through a phase of liking like all these indie soft boys, for lack of a better phrase, like model airplanes and Spectre and all shit
Was
like that.
Spectre, is it Enjoy It While It Lasts or something like that?
Yes.
Like a red album cover?
Some good tunes on that.
I remember that being very popular at one point.
Yeah, that's quite a good album. They had a few decent ones on the second record, but nothing, substantial. I saw them support Magic Gang. Why I went to see Magic Gang, I don't know, because I don't like Magic Gang. But I think tickets were like tenner. Yeah. They're pretty good live.
You got to do what you need to get by, mate. Yeah.
But guess what? She's back.
The king
The
of
king
the
of the
Gimps.
Gimps is back.
She's a bit of a lost cause at this point, isn't she?
Thinker.
God, it's too easy. Someone stop him. Someone.
Bad guy.
I will say the video. My lord, this does not match the song.
It makes no sense.
It's not what you were expecting me to say, was it?
No, it wasn't. No, the way if you were to watch the video without the sound on,
You think this is a party banger?
you would expect a certain
Stonker.
type of song, and everything about
Yeah.
it plays into that. It's not like, I mean, she is like lip syncing the words to the song,
Well,
but
then,
even with that, you would assume that the music was a lot more upbeat or dancey or something like that. It's all the cuts, I think, in the camera. What's that mean?
You cut out then, but you're back. It's fine.
Well, you don't need to interrupt me, all right? Because I'm being recorded.
I did go like that.
No. I'm being recorded live on television, all right? Sorry, my accent's different. Yeah, all
Did you notice it?
all the camera cuts. Yeah, really weird. Really weird. It just did not match the music at all. The music, however, Yanni.
Boring.
Okay.
Didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
I've not
Fair
really. I've not crossed that line of liking Billie Eilish yet. So,
You need to get some new ears.
I just. Yeah, this wasn't for me.
I mean, yeah, if you don't like the first record stuff, this isn't your way in, is it? But
No.
I like it personally. I think it's cool.
I
Had
also
20 million views that video in 2 days.
insane.
In the membrane.
That is mental.
I like the bass in it. It's like the tone of that bass. It's nice. But yeah,
Why don't you marry the
vocals are great, and it's an alright song. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Me. Me.
Churches?
Diverges.
Churches.
Churches.
Diverges.
Churches. In French, Liam?
Chevauché.
Oh, God, I could marry you now. How
Yeah,
not to drown?
that's
Fe-
always a good bit of information to have, don't you think?
yeah.
Feat Bob Smith
Oh, Bobby
Of-
Smith.
of The Cure.
The Cure.
This was not good. And
Not
Robert
good.
Smith was not very loud in the mix.
I said that as well, yeah. When you've got someone whose voice is as incredible as Robert Smith's, why are you burying it? Why?
Why are you drowning it?
Hey.
Oh, set it up, you score.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it was
know.
a boring song. It was very churches, but not as good as old stuff. But
True that, honey.
thank you, lover boy.
I didn't actually.
But yeah, it's
Sorry, go on.
mixed very quietly.
I didn't actually reach the Robert Smith part. I turned it off.
Well,
I really hated this song.
I got to the Robert Smith part. I listened to all the first part with her singing, and I was like, okay, skip to Robert Smith, which came shortly thereafter. And then I skipped like the last half of the song. It didn't seem like there was any vocal parts in it at all, unless it was just he was that quiet throughout the rest of it as well. You just could not hear him.
Yeah, well, after his first part, the church's singer came back in, and they did like a duet chorus, and you could not hear Robert Smith one bit.
Poor old Bobby Smith, eh?
Poor Bobby.
I know, poor Bobbert.
Well, from
Bimini.
yeah, I don't know what I was going to go with that.
I like it rough, but my lentils tender.
This song is Shy.
Oh yeah.
It's very Sleaford Mods, I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, not the vocal delivery, but well, yeah, kind of the melody. If this was a Sleaford Mod song, I wouldn't be surprised. The chorus was very weak.
Yes.
It's quite good in some parts, but I think that's my bias towards Bimini. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I was expecting really, but
As someone who doesn't really care for Bimini, I can tell you that 100% is your bias towards Bimini speaking. Because the whole song is horrendously bad.
The thing.
What do you think, Liam?
I thought the opening line was really good. Somehow the other day, walking to the corner shop to get myself a loaf of bread and an alka pop. That was really like that.
Doesn't take much
The
to
way
impress
she
Sally.
sing it's really good. But yeah, no, the chorus is dog shit, musically, and the vocals become quite like quiet in the mix. Weird.
Yeah, because it builds up at the end, doesn't it? And then when the final chorus comes in, it just all goes flat again.
Yeah. For a drag queen, I would say this is one of the better drag queen songs to have ever come out, for sure. I think musically it's not that bad really. There's like a guitar that seems a bit more interesting than the kind of guitar you'd have in a pop track. I don't really know how to describe that, but it seemed a bit more considered. Is the word I'm going for? A bit more considered.
Lovely.
And yeah, I just like the vocal. I just think they've got a good voice. Just shouting at me, like it.
Wow.
With like London accent. Cool.
You like a Cockney accent?
Yeah. Just talking like this. No, that's not
That wasn't good.
That wasn't
That
it. No,
No?
no. Listen
Go
to the
on,
song.
take-
Listen to the song, and that's
You're going to
that's what I'm
stick
talking
to your Latimer.
about. Yeah, stick to your. I'm not gonna.
Your.
Alright.
The Tronomy.
Oh.
The band, the rest of the band anyway, have done remixes from 4 songs off the English Riviera. There's a lot going on with that album at the moment.
Yes.
It's a special anniversary, isn't it? Hey. So yeah, they've each picked a song and done their own remix of it. They're mainly just quite dancey and I thought quite bland. you said this, Liam, but I agree. The She Wants remix by Oscar Kerr
Yes.
is the best one
Yep.
out of the lot of them. Thank you. That's been me.
Yes. So I do agree.
I
with
haven't
that.
listened to them.
Well,
I have
Callum,
not listened to them.
Callum, this is your issue now. She Wants the Oscar Cash remix is the best one for sure. It works really well. I actually like what he's done with it. Yeah, I think Goes My Way remix by Anna Pryor. I also think it's pretty good. Pretty good. The other two, which is We Broke Free by NASCAR Lines, who is the newest addition to the band on guitar. I don't remember it. I'll listen to it again now. Yeah, it's not that interesting. And then the Trouble remix by Oleg Wenger, again, it just didn't fit.
They were all quite forgettable, weren't they?
It just didn't work for me because Trouble is actually quite a slow song and not much happens in it. And this just adds loads of shit on top of it, which just doesn't seem to work for me.
I like at the start of She Wants, the remix version of this. He does that like radio
Yeah, that's cool.
thing.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
interesting.
But yeah, those middle two,
Spiced it up a bit.
particularly She Wants, is they're pretty good. Pretty good.
Now, this next song, I must tell everyone before we begin that it was very good and I very much enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, right.
The band are Lime Garden, and the song is Sick and Tired. And I can tell you, I was not sick and tired of this. I fucking loved it.
Oh, wow. That is some strong praise from Mr. Yanni over there on the deck. Tell us more about Yanni, come.
Tell you more.
Please,
My
more.
notes are literally very nice. I like. So I can't tell you much more than that.
That's all I wanted.
I felt like the voice reminded me of someone, but I don't know who, and I also could not be asked trying to figure it out. I was hoping that Liam, you would have the answer for me, but
I'm listening. I have no idea.
great.
I feel like
Join us next week for another round of Who Is This
I
Voice?
feel like I recognise it as well, but I couldn't place it on.
Place a finger on it, Liam. Hit your finger and place it on it.
Oh, place my bloody finger right on here.
Ooh.
Callum, tell us about the song, please, Callum, please.
I have actually listened to this one.
Oh, beautiful.
But I have not listened to it all the way through. I was very close to the end. But I also, Yanni, really loved
also
it.
Yanni.
Very good. I also, Yanni. Yeah, no, it's very good. Added it straight to my playlist, and I'm going to carry on with my listening pleasure on this track.
Yeah, I saved it, which, as I always mention whenever I say I save things, means it's only going to get listened to again.
That's the only possibility.
That's the only thing it could possibly mean. Now, unfortunately,
Hang on.
the next... What?
You didn't ask me what I thought.
I did.
You didn't?
Didn't I not?
No, you
Oh,
just
well.
rattled on.
The
Didn't
next
I
song...
not?
I'm
didn't
sick
I
and
not?
tired of you, then.
What did you want to say about
No,
Lime
do you know what?
Garden?
I bloody loved it. I added it straight to my playlist too. I bloody loved it.
Who did
We
he-
all like this
God,
one.
you're such a basic bitch.
We
Shut
should
up,
probably
Callum.
mention that me and Liam and our two lady friends have watched the whole of Broadchurch.
Yeah.
So if you keep on hearing
Brilliant.
us-
Yeah, that's on my
Yeah,
list
exactly.
with Karis. I've seen it.
Yeah.
We watched the last episode together, didn't we, Jan?
yeah,
I'm sure we did, I did now.
potentially. Yeah,
And you
I'm
haven't watched
sure
the
we
rest.
did. No. But
Oh,
I think I was staying at yours that night when it was the finale, and I watched it with you. I'm sure that rings a bell.
but yeah, we watched the whole of that in less than a week because we didn't start it last week, did we? So
No,
haven't
yeah.
started it.
Nice
So
and
three
joyous.
seasons.
Yeah. So if we slip into this accent,
It's just
It is-
unavoidable
it
at
is.
this point.
Liam's really bad at it.
No, I'm really good at it, actually.
No, you're not.
Oh, no, I'm really
No,
good at
no,
it.
you're not.
I know I really am.
Speaking of shit things like Liam's accent, Garrett Cato,
Garrett Cato, yeah. Garrett Cato.
delusional. He must be to release this song. Who added this? It was my note.
I did because I covered this album
Ah.
back in. Let me tell you when it was. Let me just tell you right now. December,
Please.
beginning
No
of
one
December.
cares.
And go on. What were you gonna say, Yanni?
I was gonna say I hate you for putting this on.
Yeah.
Is it shit?
No, it is. It's boring.
I'd just like to interrupt you, Liam, because you're not saying anything useful. my MacBook Pro still isn't turning on, and it's been mostly on charge this whole time. So
Oh, you fucked then, mate.
that's an expensive problem.
Damaged goods, am I right?
So from this week onwards, we're setting up a Patreon. If you'd like to donate. Callum, what did you think of this Carrot Cato song?
I haven't heard it, mate, and by your glowing review, I don't think I'm going to.
I mean, no,
I'm gonna save you 3-4 minutes of your life.
It's not shit.
It is.
Thanks,
It's just it's nice. Like it sounds nice. Just pretty boring.
Sounds wet.
If it's not your thing, then it sounds like the rest of. To be fair, I think the album that I listened to sounds a bit more interesting than this, if I remember rightly. But
I don't think you do.
it sounds nice. It's got a nice bit. It's got a little bit of banjo.
Oh,
So it's
well, bugger me.
automatically just fantastic. No, I don't know what accent I'm going into now. I'm losing it.
Liam,
Hit
your Rex, or is it my Rex?
No, it's me Rex.
Me Rex.
Yeah.
Now, at the very start of our podcasting days,
Yes.
I covered 2 EPs by this here fellow man. And he's only gone and released a new song.
Oh bloody hell!
Galena? Is that what we're going to go with?
You'll go Galena.
Galena, that's what we're going to go with.
Galena.
Sure. I also didn't like this very much. The intro took me by surprise because it wasn't what I was expecting it to be, which is what a surprise kind of is. But then I didn't really end up enjoying it after that point. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah,
I think I've covered everything that you could possibly cover on that song.
I thought it sounded promising at first, and when the vocals come in, it didn't. It was, if I remember rightly, it didn't. It seemed strange but interesting. But then just kind of didn't really do anything after that. If I remember rightly.
Bit boring, wasn't it?
Bit of a shame. But I still would listen to more Mira. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you off.
All right.
I'll let you off this time.
Can't we heard this?
I have, yeah. It reminded me of Noah and the Whale vocally.
No,
That's what I said
that was
during my original review, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Sorry. Other than that,
Apologise.
I've
You need to
got
apologise,
no. Thank you, mate. I've got no insightful opinion other than that. I'm afraid.
Thanks. If you've come here for insight, you're a fool.
You've got.
Wee.
Now, as a public service broadcast, people, let's down. Liam, put your cock away.
I can't. Step out.
Just down his trouser leg.
Stop it.
Public service broadcasting have released a tune, People Let's Dance, if you can get it by what I was saying. Are you even listening to me?
What are you even talking about?
I don't know, but the song was okay for what it was. Wasn't really my cup of tea, my coffee, my hot chocolate, my other hot beverages. It was all right, but didn't tickle my nipples.
Can you name one other hot beverage?
One other. What's that like?
No,
Bovril.
Bovril. Callum, one more hot beverage.
Hot Ribena when you're ill.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say
Thank
just a nice warm glass of milk.
Nonce.
No, I don't like it. I'm just saying that as an option. I don't like it. Some people think it's nice. So Callum, have you already talked about this?
Didn't hear it. Didn't listen to it, mate.
I thought it sounded alright. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty
Harmless.
Pretty harmless. Pretty harmless. And that is the end of Hot Off the Press. And we said there weren't many albums this week, which we're not lying about. But there is one more.
Oh, well, there can only be one place to see that from.
Yeah, that's correct. And where would that be?
Well, we're going to need a little bit of guidance.
We are.
Maybe with some help of a spotlight? Album spotlight. You're a dick.
Callum, hello.
Wow, we're doing this.
Hello.
You're going to have to carry this,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
Oh
You
God,
need
am I?
to, yeah, absolutely. Please tell us what's album. Please tell us everything you know, and we will say yes or no.
So we've listened to Black Midi's Cavalcade, which is the band's second album after 2019's Schlagenheim.
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 um, the band have had apparently said that they took an active desire of actual songwriting rather than recording jams, basically. And I'm not convinced that is evident throughout the album, but
Nope.
there's definitely some certain tracks where I'd say they're more well structured as songs, basically. The opening track, John 50, which is what I'm going to call it. I know
John
Liam
Love.
thinks it's wanky.
Yeah, it is wonky, but I'll allow it.
Thank you.
Thank God.
That is amazing. I absolutely love that song. One of my favorites of the year. I love it every time I hear it. Based on, I know, sorry, but this is my
Sort
opinion.
yourself out, Callum.
Music is subjective,
No,
man.
not if it's shit.
After listening to the KEXP performance, I was really excited to hear the track "Dethroned."
That was the one I said.
And I think,
Yeah, it was the one.
and I think it is still a very good song. And I think if you are trying to get into Black Midi, this one kind of might be the way forward because it's the most accessible of a very unaccessible bunch. But I think it's good. I just don't really think it hits as well as the live version did, which, in my opinion, is a bit of a shame. That's kind of what I've got to say regarding individual tracks because a lot of them kind of are too long to kind of digest. One thing I would say that kind of put a negative spin on the album for me is Morgan Simpson, the drummer, is unbelievable. Like, an amazing drummer. And throughout, I just think he's just buried in the mix. It's kind of, I don't think the album is mixed very well at all, which kind of is a disappointment for me. But overall, quite like it.
Well, someone's got to. Like, at the end of the day, someone has got to like it. And when it comes to who that person is, it's just you, I think. I will say that the artwork is one of those pictures where, you know, when you see them on the internet, like cursed images where, like, tell me one thing that you can see in that picture, and you can't. That's all I want to say on that. But no, I was looking for that song because I can't remember the name of it that you mentioned that was on that live performance was like really amazing. And when I listened to the whole thing, I couldn't figure out what it was, to be honest.
Brilliant. Fair play.
But from what you've said, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a favourite, which I don't have to, but I'm going to, it would be Dethroned. But yeah, it didn't hit like you made it out like it was going to.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. So I feel it myself.
Dietrich. Unexpected. Very odd, but I quite liked it because it didn't seem overwhelming. Or like I had to struggle to enjoy listening to it. And that was the problem with nearly everything on this, is that I really had to try to listen to this. Like, it was such a struggle. And at that point, it's not good. Why should I have to put so much effort into trying to like something? I shouldn't. It should be nice and digestible. Maybe a little bit of spice in there, just to... Oh, he's in the room. Just to make it interesting now and then. But a lot of it was just... It just seems like, oh, we're going to try and be really weird for the sake of being really weird. Like that Condrum Malacia Patella one that we mentioned like a week or so ago, and how... who finds that enjoyable? I don't understand that. Personally, I don't get why that is fun for anyone to listen to. So yeah, I like the idea of ascending fourth, the closer, but it went on far too long for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Like way too long. But the original like first couple of minutes were quite nice.
Guitar's very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, definitely not a fan. Not even an air conditioner.
Damn. Wow. How do I follow it up? I'm going to follow it up. I'm going to say, do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to do? I'm going to mirror
Gonna
your
mirror
thoughts.
his thoughts.
So I am, in many ways, many respects here. My favourite track, probably, also, Dethroned, and Marlene Dietrich. I liked the transition from Dethroned into Hogwash and Boulder Dash. I thought throughout this album it flowed really. Actually, I don't know if well's the right word, but the flow was interesting and worked very well. I think it definitely worked together as a full piece as opposed to individual tracks. I didn't really enjoy either of the singles, or how many were there? 3 of them as singles, but as part of this, it was a bit more interesting. I liked a lot of the tones used. I think just like I was just flicking through it then on like several of the songs, and if you just flick through the songs, there's very interesting sounding part that I don't remember really thinking about when listening to it. So I think I'm gonna give it another go. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna listen to it again because I like the sound of some of it, but there's just a part when it descends into chaos and it just too much. It's not digestible, as you both said, I think. It definitely is more, though, as an album, digestible than the first album, for sure. To my ears, anyway.
Agree.
And you can definitely see the song, or you can hear, sorry, the song structure's a lot better. But yeah, I don't know if I get it. Like, I'm not saying it's like bad, but I can understand why some people might like it. But the amount of affection there is for this album and this band doesn't add up to me. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't really understand how so many people seem to really love it, especially within certain kind of music circles and the other music they listen to. This fits within that space of, I don't know what you'd call it, post-punk. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not the same. It's not as digestible and and all that. So
are you okay?
Yeah, that's me, baby. But a lot of it sounds like a bit like Primus. But he sounds like like Les Claypool, I guess, and kind of the repeating guitar. And
Why
bass.
do you keep on scratching your elbows?
Very itchy arms because I've burnt a little bit.
You silly boy.
Yeah, a bit like Primus in some ways, but I prefer Primus because it's a bit more. I keep on saying digestible. There's another word. What's the other word I'm looking for? Not approachable. Not
yummy.
Yummy.
Tasty.
Yummy. That's it.
Tasty music.
That is it. But that's me. That's a me.
That's me, Mario. Yeah. So, Cal, it's only right that you tell me what you want to give this album.
I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10.
Wow.
Hold it. Just then.
I think I came into this then thinking that I was going to give it an 8. But I think it needs to just be, if it was cut down a bit, I think it probably would have been an 8. But I've struggled to listen to it all in one. Maybe that's because I've been busy or what, but I think, giving it an 8 would be a bit generous based on that fact alone.
I think that's...
So yeah, 7.
Yeah, I think that's fair, Colin. Thank you so much.
And reasonably explained.
Yes.
As well. Very I'll let
very
you
digestible.
Yummy.
Yeah, good say.
I will.
Yeah, so my score is 6.
Wow.
I did go into this thinking it was going to be lower, if I'm honest.
Well.
But listening to it then, I thought, like I said, listen to it in clip. I feel like I should enjoy it. But then as a whole thing, it's good. So I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to sit at a 6.
I'm going to give it a 5. Because I can appreciate the musicianship. They're not bad musicians. You can't be to do weird stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not made for the likes of me. And I'm really surprised. I don't think I'll understand why you like them so much. If I'm honest with you, mate, because this does not seem like the type of music that you should like.
Well, that's pretty closed-minded, don't you think?
Not really, but I know you.
That's not how it works, I don't think.
But yeah, so Liam.
Oh no.
There's a lot of maths today.
Sugar, let me get a calculator
Liam's
out.
favourite subject.
Come on. Hit me.
What's the mode?
The mode is there isn't one. There isn't a mode.
What's the median?
The 6.
What's the mean? What's the angry?
The mean is 6. Is that right? Let me just check that on my calculator. 5 and 6 and 7. 5 by 3. 6.
Wow, magic. And what's the range for all those range boys out there?
It's a 2. It's a 2.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really pushing the boundaries of what we know as range.
Yeah.
That's a double good week for the Range boys.
Yeah.
Double good week for
We've got them
boys.
hooked back in.
The boys are back in town.
Boys.
You're gonna have to actually post that meme that I sent you to post, Liam.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I sent it last recording.
Oh.
And you were like, yeah, bang on.
Yeah, bang on that, mate.
What,
Yeah,
do you want to tell me?
I'll resend it.
Thank you so much.
Don't you worry.
I'll ignore it again.
Just you wait, people listening. It's
I know.
top
Just
quality.
you wait to not see this meme.
It'll happen once I do it.
You can't be more correct with that.
It'll happen once it happens.
So yeah, that's been our album spotlight.
sure
Normally, I say normally, but it hasn't been this way for many millennia. Unsigned, sealed, delivered is not happening. The doors are shut. Because no one is sending us their new music. It's actually a lie. We just don't like anything that anyone is sending us.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to all the listeners.
No, some of it is just very not what we'd listen to. But we do appreciate everything that we get sent.
Yes.
But yeah, don't let that deter you from sending us anything, because you never know, we might like it, and if we do, you're gonna get mentioned on the #1 podcast.
That's a fact.
It's an actual fact.
No, that's actually a fact. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real life, easy life fact. Now, Under the Needle.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's go to Under the Needle right now. Liam, that bloody arm is getting quite full.
It is.
Got a full sleeve on there.
Gosh.
It's gonna have to be your dick.
Already covered, mate. Have you got the key for the lock? I've got a lock on my dick.
Of course. Carl, what have you got to add to this?
This week I have purchased 1 Billion Heartbeats, I think the album's called.
That's
I
a
don't
lot.
actually know. By Mystery Jets. It's their latest album. I wasn't really that big a fan of it, but it was £6 on that massive website I say every week I don't buy records from, and I'm not going to name, but I did it again because of that good old fashioned algorithm. And also something that hasn't arrived yet, but will probably arrive by the time I do the video, so I may as well include it, is the new Wolf Alice record, which was released today as of recording. I got the Blood Records exclusive, so you're gonna have to tune into the video to see that, because my God,
That's magical, isn't it?
there is a visual bit of magic that you need to see for yourself. So come on over.
Come
Check
on
it out.
down.
Yeah. Liam, have you got anything?
You
new?
are on the
No,
Price
I'm
is
anything
Right.
new.
I just want to say that our Under the Needle video that would normally go up of a Sunday is going to be moved from now on. It's going to be potentially Thursday.
I think we're just freestyle a bit.
But
Yeah,
Look on
freestyle.
socials.
That's when I can be asked, really.
yeah, he's got a job, don't you know?
Yeah, you know
It's
it.
liable to change, but I want to say Thursday just to keep you on
Yeah,
your toes.
I think Thursday is a good one.
So look out for that. It will also have the stuff that we mentioned we'd do a video for last week. So it's going to be quite a chunky vid.
Chunky chunk.
We like the chunky chunk.
We like it chunky.
So that's been us. It's been a little bit more subdued this week, I'd say.
It's the heat, Daniel.
It's very hot in here. I can't have a window open because it's very noisy. And we can't open the door because there's lots of sounds outside as well. So it's just unfortunate that we live in a sweat box.
It is.
I'd like to say that you can find us everywhere, but mainly on Insta, Facebook, at Falls on the Hill Podcast, Twitter, at Falls on the Hill Pod, YouTube, where you'll find the In the Lead of videos and all our previous video content, is Falls on a Hill. Like, subscribe, ding a what, Liam?
The bell.
The bell. And comment on videos because then we'll feel proper.
Proper.
This week there's a Spotify playlist
Yeah.
curated, maybe
Possibly.
by Liam.
We'll see.
If you've not met Liam before, quite tall, curly hair,
Yeah.
bit like a broccoli.
Got a perm.
Pretty broccoli-like.
Pretty broccoli-like.
Pretty
Tender
laid-back
stem broccoli. What we call him.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
That's true.
It's what we all call him.
that is what they call me.
Yeah, so he'll create that, and it'll have all of our favourite songs from last month. Last month was Liam.
It was Callum.
It was Yanni.
It was May.
Hey,
God,
we got there.
we did. Hey,
Full
for
circle.
May. Like a wagon wheel. So I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. It's later than you think. And
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
What doesn't it mean, Liam?
Oh, okay.
And there's one thing that I just want you to take away. It's that we, as a collective, are always right.
Yep.
So
That is true.
anything that we say is gospel.
That is true.
And if you don't listen to us,
Yeah.
then you'll never be right yourself.
That's true.
And you'd be a loser to be always wrong,
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
very true.
I
quite
agree.
frankly. So,
But one thing I'd like to say before we go
Go on.
is a big thank you to Martin Soderin. Is that how we're going to pronounce the name? I hope so,
you're
because
going
that's
to
what I've
pronounce it
gone
that
with.
way.
You pronounce it
We're
that
going to
way.
Yep.
pronounce it the correct way, but whichever way that is, but we're not going to guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
just say that.
but
Okay.
Martin sent us on Instagram yesterday that we were in his unique genre combination in this Only You Spotify thing.
Yes.
Martin is also the drummer in the band Drool, which is very cool. Cool for Drool.
Hey, that should be a t-shirt.
And
Martin, that should
I
be a
just wanted
t-shirt.
to say thanks, mates. Appreciate that.
Oh,
He's not your friend,
Why
Cal.
don't
He
you
doesn't.
marry him,
You
Callum?
don't know him.
Oh, friend.
Oh, friend.
Oh, podcast friend.
Liam, have you got anything interesting to add to this?
No, on that note.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yanni was right. If you do have your own opinion, shoot up yours. Good night, and keep your socks tight.
Yeah. What he said.
Thanks, Yanni. You
Bitch.
don't need to. Thank you.
We'll just stop until Yanni's back.
Have
then.
we
Oh, well, until
transitioned?
he can hear me.
Yeah. What was the noise? And now it's back. Yeah, we're just. Yanni's MacBook is on fire. Is it like need charging? Why would you not charge it? Fuck's sake.
Oh, you fucking pillock.
Idiot. Callum called you a fucking pillock.
It's been plugged in.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't, has it? Clearly. Look at it, it's fucking dead, mate.
Mark.
Are you serious? You serious right now?
Mark Latimer.
Mark Latimer.
Why is this not working? Because
You
it is
fucking
working.
nuts. You sit down, hook on.
Sit down, hold on.
Sit down, hook on. Why are you doing that? I'm going to quickly listen to this Black Midi album. Only kidding.
This is a serious problem, guys.
I think
My MacBook just giving in.
No.
Giving in.
Not giving in. Not giving in.
Oh wow.
Callum, I want you to tell me
Oh,
how you really feel about Yanni. You can't hear.
he loves me.
Let me tell you the truth.
He loves me.
I do love him. I do love him. I
I
can
am a
hear it.
gift that
No,
keeps
I've always
on
been able to hear him. No, the gift that keeps on gifting. Yeah,
The gift that keeps on gifting.
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 What an angle!
Oh, stunning.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I'm not getting it.
I'm on my phone, but my MacBook might actually be fucked.